Match preview, right. There's nothing about a protest here, is there? So we should have a game today. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. So, we are back into the Champions League today, and probably the toughest game in our group, a trip away to Old Trafford against the defending champions in Manchester United. And we go into this having been pretty average in the Champions League so far. Feels like we should have 6 points from our two games, but we've only got two. Luckily, though, our League R form is very good. If you are looking forward to today's episode, then please do go down below and leave a thumbs up on the video. And if you're new around here, also hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. So, yesterday we took on Zenit. I think I've recovered from it now, but boy, that hurt. A 1-1 draw. I'll leave the link in the top right corner if you didn't watch that episode. But we finally got a goal after a couple of goalless episodes. That was nice. Unfortunately, though, Zenit pinched it right towards the end. So since then, two League R games. We actually put our first team out in the League R for the first time in a wee while prior to an international break against Nîmes and picked up a good 4-0 win here. It was the Flavio Henrique show. A bad pass there from Nîmes. He got on the end of this in the 10th minute and we got off to a flyer. Nice finish into that left-hand side of the goal. And we were 1-0 up early. Then we got into the second half and it was Ricky Puig who was fresh off the bench. He's been a real spark for us at times this season, a long-range effort. He's just been so good off the bench at times this season. He scored a number of goals like that. That made it 2-0. And then the rest of the game was Flavio Henrique completing his hat-trick. Dembele puts a ball in. It just falls to Henrique. Really messy stuff there, but we get a goal out of it. Some, as I said, messy stuff from the Nîmes defence. And then not long after that, in the 64th minute, he did complete his hat-trick. Nice ball there from Marcus Llorente and a lovely little chip over the keeper who was going to ground. And we picked up a fairly comprehensive 4-0 win. That's the only game our first team have played since the Zenit game, and hopefully that gives them a bit of confidence, albeit, as I said, international break, so things might be a little bit rusty for them. And we are also missing yet again Ousmane Dembele as he has picked up an injury. We'll touch on that in a minute. However, before today's game, we put out a fairly rotated team against Brest, and we're able to pick up a 1-0 win. A little bit sloppy, but a 1-0 win still. It was a first half goal in the 17th minute to Callum Hudson-Odoi that sealed this one. Puig plays the ball over to him. What a finish. Top right corner. Picked that out goalkeeper Thunderbolt. And that was the game. A game we dominated. Brest did not get a shot on target. So hard for them to win if you're not going to hit the target. I wouldn't say we dominated as much as we sometimes dominate games. Look at the overall shots. Not as many as we usually get off. But in terms of that game, decent performance, not great, but we were able to get the win. And with our rotation team, that was greatly appreciated. And we remain unbeaten in League R. So competition-wise, tied for first in League R. I think what we're going to do, so you guys have stuff to watch over the weekend, we're going to come back for the Marseille game tomorrow. That's straight off the back of this one, just so I can keep pumping the content out over the weekend. No rugby for me to film this weekend, so I should have time to edit some videos for you guys. But we are joint top with Marseille and Ligue 1, and you can see we are now 9 points ahead of PSG. They have lost yet again, this time to Lyon, who are up in third. So PSG are struggling. I'll have check their Champions League group in a minute, because if we keep putting the pressure on them, well, us and Marseille, I should say, but maybe Tuchel's going to be under pressure. And if that job opened up, I think it would be silly not to take it, even though we're above them in the table. No doubt that they're a better team than us, I think it's fair to say. So, yeah, if we can keep putting the pressure on in League On, maybe PSG and Tuchel might start to feel the pressure. So maybe that's something to keep an eye on. And in terms of the Champions League, as we go down, you can see they're actually doing all right in their group of PSG. Manchester City struggling, which is interesting. But we make our way down. Lazio have got a blinder. They got such an easy group. I'm starting to wonder if we should have taken that job. And when I say taking that job, should have actually attended the interview, because it was the issue there for me. I thought it was a bit below me, but they're doing really well. Typical Shaun. I'm throwing that one away. We make our way steadily down to Group G. And we are currently on third after Atletico Madrid have beaten Zenit, something we should have done, but yeah, we blew that. And now we really need to be hopefully getting a draw out of this game at the very least. Otherwise, we need some big results in the second half of that Champions League season. Otherwise, we're going to be in a fight for just Europa League places because we're playing catch up at the moment. So hopefully we can get something out of this game today, albeit it's a very tough ask at Old Trafford against Manchester United. So as I said, it was Mana Dembele. He injured himself in training, from what I remember, twisted his knee, and he is short of fitness at the moment. He was just getting to the stage where he could play a full game as well, so that's really frustrating. We haven't had our reigning player of the year available for most of the season so far, so hopefully we can get him back soon and we'll be right. The other injury is Edwin Quintero with a pulled groin. He is just not quite fit enough for this game. In all honesty, I probably wasn't going to play Quintero anyway. I think we need to stick players in their familiar roles now. So once we get to the team screen, we've got Hudson-Odoi on the right wing instead of Dembele, but otherwise it's going to be our regular lineup. Almas, Puig's coming for him, and I'm actually tempted to put him in. Actually, now look at the ratings. I think we might do that. This is going to be controversial. We'll put Puig in for Almas. I'm going to try and get this team going because there's a lot of players on green and average ratings, and Almas isn't one of them. So maybe that will help us out because Puig, look at his performances so far this season. Very good, but we will come back when the match coverage starts. We really need points here. Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Let's see if we can tip Ollie up. So we are at Old Trafford. Here's the Manchester United team. Look, it's star-studded. The only positions that apparently they are weakened, according to our scouts, are at the back. Both Wan-Bissaka and Gasperini in goal, apparently going on the downward a bit. So maybe that's their weaknesses, but otherwise they're a really good team. Their players would pretty much walk into our outfit. So we are up against it here in our team as we went through before we got into this coverage. We are in our away uniform today, the blue and the yellow Manchester United. The red and the white, as you would expect at home. Nothing at all happening from kickoff though. And we are playing right to left. Henrique running the wrong way there, had me going. I say going, had me tripped up there. Now Henrique makes his way into the box. It's a tackle, and now I thought that almost got pulled up for a penalty, but it hasn't. Nothing happening after 2 minutes. The way they all slowed down, I thought we might be getting a dodgy penalty there, but good tackle by Godfrey, and it did go out for a throw-in. And now it's Rashford down the left-hand side for Manchester United into Giovanni Reina, Lautaro Martinez. He has a shot blocked. Ampadu clears it. Now Nianzou, another clearance. But end-to-end early, but nil after 6 minutes. Corner to Manchester United. Odegaard to put it in. He tries to find Musa. It's headed away by Tapsoba, but only back out to Odegaard. Musa. Wan-Bissaka with a shot, but it's wide, and it remains 0-0. Monaco on the ball in the 11th minute. Puig, hopefully he can provide a bit of inspiration today. He's been really good. Hopefully he can bring that when starting a game for the top team. As he finds a Goume with a shot, forces a very good save by Gasperini. Tell you what, if that was Puig on the end of that, that might have gone in the way he's been playing, but that was still a very good effort that misses. Thanks to a very good save by Gasperini, the resulting corner is headed away. Puig on the ball. We'll see if we can get anything going out of this, although Nianzou just keeps possession, and indeed nothing happening. It's still 0-0 after 14 minutes, but we have a throw-in, albeit deep in our half. Ampadu back to Gordon, and hopefully an early goal here would definitely help us get on track, it feels like. We're not doing badly. We're not losing games, so we're doing very well. We're yet to lose a game this season. We just need something. Oh, that's exactly what we needed. Just as I was about to say, we just need, I think, that performance to kick us into gear. And Manchester United with a little bit of calamitous defending at the back. And Flavio Henrique just picks up the scraps and buries it to give us a 1-0 lead in the 15th minute. Look, Henrique has a shot. It's blocked, and then the block shot rebounds back off Milinkovic. Gasperini doesn't react in time, and Henrique with a tap-in, and we are 1-0 in front. It was all created thanks to this nice ball from Gabriel Fernandez. Well onside was Henrique, had the pace to get past, and we are 1-0 up after a quarter of an hour at Old Trafford. Throw into Manchester United after 20 minutes. They will be looking for an equaliser. Odegaard back to Wan-Bissaka, making his way into the box, puts a ball across, and it's a tap-in, although I think he's offside. And that would be a real let-off for us because he was wide open at the back post. All he had to do was tap that in, and he was offside, so we get away with that. Maybe the luck's turning for us because it feels like it hasn't been on our side in the first 2 weeks of this Champions League, and it was actually Moose's header that's meant he was offside, and we keep our 1-0 lead for now. Free kick to Manchester United, and they do take it short, still 1-0 in the 26th minute. That's a nice ball through for Lautaro Martinez, though, but Goron with a good save, and taps over, actually clears it out for a throw, and that's good work from him, not to concede the corner. Good chance there for Manchester United, though, but it is still 1-0 as we approach the half-hour mark, as they try and peg us in on this left-hand side from the throw-in, and they do a good job as they turn possession over, and now they switch the flanks out to Rashford. Marcus Rashford making his way into the box. Good tackle, it looked like there from Tessier, and we do get possession back, albeit it ends up at Godfrey's feet after we try and find Flavio Henrique. And now United for a good spell of possession, although Tessier will head that away, the ball that was looking to find Rashford. Garcia back across for Odegaard, good interception from Agume. And now we have a counter-attacking chance, and there's Fernandes was in the open on the left. Maybe not so much now, although Henrique hits the post with a header. Very good chance. And it's still 1-0 after the half-hour mark. And United might even get us on the counter here. Lautaro Martinez up to Musa, making his way forward. And that's a pretty okay foul, actually, from Mert Mulder, considering the situation. Oh, tried to praise the boys, but hasn't stopped this free kick from happening, although Tapsoba heads it away, and it will remain 1-0 after half an hour. Throw in to Monaco in the 35th minute, and it is right in the final third too. Tessier back to Ampadu. We do keep possession. Tries to find Mulder. Heads that down for Gabriel Fernandes. Pretty weak shot. Just needed a bit of power on it. I think that was being Gasparini. But it remains 1-0 as we get closer to half-time in the final 10 minutes now. Albeit Manchester United with a throw-in. And although we do head that clear through Mulder, now it's Gabriel Fernandes who can start something on the counter. Now Henrique's well offside there, and unfortunately that's what stuffed Fernandes up because he just held the ball for too long. Although now Gume's on it, and this time Henrique looked like he was onside, shot blocked, and in fact he was offside, so never mind. Still 1-0 at the 40-minute mark. Throw into Manchester United, 44th minute. We put it clear, and they've got a goal. Another late goal is what's done us. This time, though, it's in the first half, so at least we can come back from this, but that was sloppy work from that throw-in. Looked like we had dealt with it the first time, but unfortunately they put it in the back of the net. Reina puts this through. Lautaro heads that. Rashford has a shot. I think he was actually going for the left-hand side of the goal, but it's come off a defender's knee and it's gone into the right-hand side. Yeah, I think Nianza it was who tried to hit it away, and he got beaten to the ball, and that's a really lucky finish in the end, although we might have a chance to get the lead back right before half-time. Fernandes, although Gasparini on the end of it, and it looks like we might be going to half-time 1-1. He says, hopefully, as Manchester United look to get something going on the counter, and they do get possession back after a slide tackle too that went wrong from us, and they found Lautaro Martinez, tries to make his way around Tapsoba, I believe that was, and now we roll it out to Nianzu. Let's just play it smart and hopefully get down the right end. The highlight stops, and it will be 1-1 at half-time. We've been pretty good, more shots on target, but unfortunately that Rashford chance late was going for the other side of the goal. It went off a defender. It was probably going in either way, but a little bit frustrating that it took that deflection. Our goalkeeper well beaten, but we have been pretty good. 1-1 at Old Trafford, not bad. Just the fact that we haven't picked up the points that it feels like we deserve from the previous two matches that's making this all a little bit more frustrating at the moment. We'll tell the boys, we'll give them the underdog speak. Tell them they weren't that bad because I don't actually think we were. I think we're doing a decent job here. Now, in terms of player ratings, Callum Hudson-Odoi on a 6.5. Dembele is actually on the bench. I said he was out. He's not, but he just can't handle enough football at the moment. We might risk him for half a game here. Just hope that he can bring us some spark. Puig isn't playing great, but we'll leave things as they are because he's been very good this season. We'll just make that one change. Bring our reigning player of the year on the field and see if that can give us the second goal to pinch us some points at Old Trafford. But either way, a 1-1 draw I'd actually take, but a win would be very nice indeed. Manchester United start the second half off though. Reina, Odegaard, Reina on the ball, back to Bentancur. Back to Odegaard, up to Musa. A good spell of possession early in the right part of the field for them. Wan-Bissaka tries to put a ball across, blocked, but they still keep possession. A missed slide tackle now. Garcia in a lot of space. Tried to find Rashford though. We clear it. Still 1-1 early in the second half. Throw into Monaco in the 53rd minute in a good part of the field too. Gabriel Fernandez for a Gume. Ball tackled away from Musa, but we do keep possession for now. Ampadu back to Puig. Getting a little bit tired. Not having an overly great game either, but hopefully he might be able to spark something. Oh, Dembele tries to play Henrique through. Another defensive mistake from Manchester United. That is costing them big time. This time Ben Godfrey tried to play a back pass from that ball that I believe was from Fernandez. In fact, I think it was Dembele. Henrique heads this down. Puig up to Dembele. Look, Godfrey tries to pass this back to the goalkeeper. Doesn't get enough on it. And Henrique pounces and we are 2-1 up early in the second half at Old Trafford. Okay, Manchester United have scored and they didn't show the goal. So, okay, it was a header, apparently, and Leonardo gets on the end of it. So much for that lead. Didn't even see the goal to be fair, but 2-2. Okay, we're at the 60-minute mark. We're going to make some changes. Puig is tired. We'll bring Almas on for him. Still a bit confused about what really happened for that Manchester United goal, seeing as the game didn't show us it live. I mean, I understand what happened. They got a corner and they scored, but weird that they just showed it from the celebration. Dodgy. But we'll make that change. Almas on for Puig. The rest of the players, look, no one's having a great game outside of Henrique and Agume, but no one's having an absolute stinker either. So we'll leave things as they are for now, and hopefully we can get the lead back yet again 2-2 with half an hour to play. Okay, we are now in the last 20 minutes, or we're about to be anyway. Gabriel Fernandez on a red heart. That will be our last change. Played decently, but we'll bring Amin Gali on for him. And hopefully we can get the lead back yet again with 20 to go. Still 2-2. Throw into Manchester United. Fernandez on the ball. Back to Bentancur. Puts a ball in. It will go out for a corner though. Tell you what, if we lose this, I'm going to be very gutted because we've had the lead twice and we've thrown it away. Musa gets a header, but it's over the bar. Lucky a bit for us there. And now they will show the goal kick with 6 minutes to go. It is 2-2. Not a bad result at Old Trafford, but tell you what, after leading twice, it feels like we're dropping points yet again here. As Tessier on the ball back to Almas, the former United player. Ampadu to Nianzu. We've got some tired bodies out there now too. Have told the boys to go just slightly more direct, although Gowley loses the ball, and this is a great chance for Reina. Somehow he's left open, puts that across to Musa, and somehow we are losing 3-2 in this game. To be fair, both of our goals have came from Manchester United mistakes, so I can't complain too much, but the luck's just not with us at the moment. It feels like the game's against us, to be honest, because there was that, oopsie, as I knock over a book, is the goal that Manchester United scored for the second wasn't shown, and now we're down 3-2, another late goal. Oh, I don't know what to do now. We are really in struggle street here, in the Champions League anyway. Right, I think we've got to go attacking. In position, extremely direct. Distribute quickly. Might even push our defensive line up higher. And just see what we can do, but we haven't got long to go. Now Almas might be going off the field injured. Although he's carrying on. We don't have a sub, so it doesn't really matter. Right, we've got 5 minutes. We need to demand more from these boys and try and get ourselves back in this game, although it's Manchester United with a throw-in. They find Reina. Back to Bentancur. Marcus Leonardo. Fernandez with a long shot. Goron on the end of this, and hopefully we get something going quickly. Distributes quickly as we told him to. Amin Gali. Try and find Henrique. Get that hat-trick going. Oh, he's in here. Come on. Yes, we've got the equaliser. Flavio Henrique gets a hat-trick at Old Trafford. And even though we've been lucky with the first 2 goals, it actually feels like we deserve that third to level things up. Amin Gowrie, nice ball through from him here. Henrique was in a nice position to run onto this, and he chips Gasparini. The Manchester United defence not having a good day, I think it's fair to say. And it is 3-3 with a minute to go. And we'll see what happens, but it's probably going to peter out to a draw. from now, but albeit a very entertaining one. Dembele back to Tessier. If we can get a late chance, this would be nice. Tessier just holding the ball up. Puts the ball across. Oh, Enrique. Oh, good save from Gasperini. That would have been an absolute smash and grab. As we now have the corner, Nianzou heads it straight at Gasperini, and I feel like that's going to be a good late flurry from us to get the equaliser. Play continues, although now they blow the whistle, which is nice because it looked like Reina might be on the attack there. Manchester United with more shots than us, but we had similar on target, both teams with a lot of clear-cut chances. And Flavio Enrique's hat-trick, albeit 2 of those goals gifted to us from the Manchester United defence, means that we get a 3-3 draw out of this game. A little bit disappointed with our defence, I have to say. We don't concede that many usually, unless we're playing PSG, I suppose. And probably fair. Still not sure what happened from that second goal for the corner. But yeah, a 3-3 draw. Not a terrible result, but not a great result. It's sort of meh. We really need some more points at some stage. Just picking up draws throughout all our group games isn't going to cut it. Hopefully in the second half of this Champions League, we can beat Zenit and Atletico Madrid, and then we should put ourselves into a decent position then, hopefully, to be qualifying, albeit it might be dependent on the game against Manchester United as well in the other match week, because we have 3 points now, or 2 points, should I say, to catch up on Atletico Madrid. So that game is going to be very important. But our first game of the second half of the Champions League on game week 4 is a rematch with Manchester United. And what do I say here? I think I'll say you are unlucky tonight because just feels like it didn't go our way there. I think it's fair to say, and that's been the common theme for us in this Champions League group, 3 draws. And yeah, that one we were lucky to get the winning goal, the equalising goal, but I feel it's what we deserved after the prior 2 games. We weren't able to strike when it felt like we should have. And that keeps us in the mix. There's only 2 points between us and the top 2 now. So we're definitely still in this, but we really need to pick up a win soon. A draw against Manchester United in the replay probably wouldn't be bad as long as we can beat Madrid and beat Zenit. Then we'll be fine. But yeah, we need to at least win 2 of those last 3 games, and that's been our problem to date. And we saw in the earlier game, Atletico Madrid did beat Zenit, and it was by 2-0. Elsewhere, Liverpool beating Barcelona, and AZ also getting another win. They might be in the sneaky hunt for getting out of their group. Porto beating Leipzig, Salzburg, I should say, and Inter beating Leipzig. That's a confusing group, isn't it, with Leipzig and Salzburg both in there. And then in the other games, Munich beating Roma and Real Madrid beating Southampton. Yeah, not a bad result, and the injuries coming out of it, not bad. Just Almas with a little niggle, so we'll get him on general rehab, and hopefully he'll be ready for the big League R game coming up in tomorrow's episode. But yeah, entertaining anyway. At least we got some goals today. That's, I suppose, good for you guys to watch. But I really want to win in the Champions League, and we're just so close, but not quite there at the moment, it feels like. But that is it for today. We will be back very soon for that Marseille game at the Stade Orange Velodrome, top of the table clash in Liga. Whoever wins that will be going top of the table and could put themselves in a very good position early on in the season. But if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do go down below, leave a thumbs up on it. And if you're new around here and are enjoying the content, then also hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. But until the Marseille game in League Off, thank you very much for watching. Keep on keeping on, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.